Hey guys, welcome back. It's Dawn, and today we're going to do something a little different, a little the same. I've got kind of an exciting reveal that surprised me. I'm really happy with. I will say I did a video yesterday that was going to be my video for this week. And for whatever reason, my camera did not record. When I went to turn it off, it was already off. But this is the painting that I did. This is an 8 by 20 canvas. I picked up a pair of these at Ross, actually, for $4. So doesn't matter too much what I do with them. I just thought I wanted to try just blowing out some color and see how it came out. But anyways, so that kind of ruined my day and I gave up. But I've had this one on the back burner for a little bit. This is a 16-inch diameter wood panel. It is only half an inch thick, maybe. It's not real thick. This could be a clock when it's done. So I'm doing a sort of a version of the Bloom Halo, but with a dark blue base. I forget the color name. It is a Sherwin Williams Color to go in a very dark blue that dries really, really dark. And I will be using my special formula pearl paints once again. And I'm using red, violet, blue, green, and yellow. I kicked out my custom mixes, the magenta and the teal, for this one, just because I didn't want to have too much going on. And I'll explain that as I go. So, to get started, I'm going to get our dark blue paint down and try to figure out how much we need. We don't want, again, as with the first Bloom Halo, we don't want a huge amount of paint. And this is a thin pillow. This is not especially thick. So it will fly off, and I want to have some control when that happens. So our spinning is going to be slow. Need to be careful with the amount of paint. And this is being a bit of a bugger. This is a large piece. Consequently, it's going to take a minute to figure out how much paint is going to be enough and how much would be too much. Because as with the other Bloom Halo, you do want a teeny bit to go off the edge, but you don't want the whole design to go off the edge. So there is a deceptively large amount of paint on there. So I'm just going to give her a spin. She's wonky. I think that's good. I think we will leave it at that, and I can add more paint on the edges if I need to get the Bloom Halo to move out. So, I guess I'll just kind of talk a little bit about my discoveries as I go. So I'm going to start with my pearl red, and we're going to stay a third of the way in, which looks to be right about here. And we don't want our color to go inward too much, and we don't want a whole lot of paint. So that was red, and this is violet. And these little squeeze bottles do make these a whole lot easier. This is the blue. challenge is going to come with the next step. This is nothing. This is my green. And then my yellow. Kind of in a rainbow order. Just to keep the warmer colors from muddying the cooler colors. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cover this ring of pearl paints with deep blue. And I've got two shades here. I have this kind of almost black one, and I don't remember what this is, so I couldn't get real close. So I just went with a color that's halfway in between that really dark color and my pillow. So I gotta figure out how I'm going to get this to cover this. Maybe just keep going around, because I do want to almost completely cover the pearl paints. And I'm going to mouth blow this one, just like I did the last one, in sections. Wow, this is being hard to cover with this little spatula. So let's try kind of spreading it out a little bit. I don't want to end up with a ridiculous amount of paint, which it kind of already looks that way. And then I don't have much of this really, really dark one. So this is getting sort of drizzled on. I did a couple of test tiles that really were very inspirational. I enjoyed them. Okay, so that's our starting point. And this is secret sauce. And I will explain that a little bit better. So let's get some of this down. I'm just going to finish this out before I talk again. And I'm definitely blowing into the base a little bit. Because it's sort of hidden with my color combination. Okay, that was kind of a weird thing. I'm just gonna put a little bit more. Yeah, that just didn't want to work that time. This is going to be really close. And I don't mind if I don't have cells absolutely everywhere. Ooh, that one was really nice. Boy, I cut that really close. All right, get my glasses on and take a look at what we have. Oh, that is so pretty. Like it a lot. And I need just a teeny bit more here. That's fine. Okay, so I want to bring you in for a close-up before I start spinning so you can see what I see. Okay, so if I can capture this without getting too much of my ceiling light in the way. I don't know if you can see the pearls, but they are popping already. And I have really nice cell development. Could be a little better, but that's okay. All right, now we're going to spin. All right, hopefully I have you adjusted close to what I had before. And I'm just going to find a palette knife really quick and just get these edges spread out. Let me grab a pair of gloves because this is going to make a little bit of a mess. Well, no, a big mess. And I'm going to tilt towards me just a little bit because I'm off center. She doesn't want to slide, so let's give her a light spin. And I do want to modify this just a little bit. Please don't go wonky. Please don't go wonky. It's wanting to. All right, let me see where she was off center. Just a tiny bit. Okay, she's starting to move outward. And I'm going to try something just to see if I can force it outward just a little without having everything go wonky. I'm going to put a little more of this thin pillow right in the middle. Okay, I can see what direction she's headed in now, so. Okay, we are pushing way to the outside and going a little slower. We don't want a uncontrolled demolition here. I've got a bloop of something. Fortunately, it's right in the solid dark paint. Boy, she does not want to move. That is better. I just want this little bit to go off. It doesn't have to, but I would like it to. Found another bloop. Okay. Now, so that it doesn't start to go really wonky, I'm going to stop right there and get her back to center, or some facsimile of center. And now I'm going to do a little bit of modification. So I will speed through this part of the video just so that you're not watching me stand here and think. So let's go. Okay, so I think that I'm happy with that. And I'm going to give her just a light spin so that I don't lose everything. Just to soften where I modified. Okay, I think that I am going to let her be as she is. The paint is still thick, but actually not as thick as you'd think. It's about 1 millimeter. So it's really good. It's the same here as it is here and here. So we're good. It's leveled out. There's not a ton of paint left on here. This is a very well primed and painted piece of MDF, so I don't have to worry about any wonkiness happening. So I am going to bring you in for a close-up. I'm not going to bother to pop my bubbles right now. I'm just going to do that after I wrap up. And I don't think I'm going to do dried results for this in the video. I think I will tack it on to the next video and add it to my Facebook page as well. So let me grab you and bring you in. Okay, so in the essence of letting you see the whole thing without the glare from my ceiling light, I am actually going to come down and get at a good angle and then just turn my spinner. Try to go slowly. Oops, slippery spot. There, I think that is the whole thing. So, thank you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate those of you who have come back to watch. And stay tuned next week for the dried results. See you next time.